Hi, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Moses Oluwasegun, and this is Programmed Mathematics. In the previous video, I've explained the definition of a matrix, elements of a matrix, the dimension of a matrix, or you call it the order of a matrix, and also transpose of a matrix, and some other types of matrices. So in this current video now, we want to look at basic operations on matrices. Okay, and when I say basic operations, I mean addition, subtraction, multiplication of matrices. And so we pick the first operation, which is the addition of matrices. Addition of matrices. Now don't forget, a matrix, or the word matrix itself, is a singular form, while matrix, okay, matrix, this is in the plural sense. Okay, so when I say matrices here, I'm referring to more than one matrix. Alright, so now when we talk about addition of matrices, okay, we cannot say addition of matrices. At least you need two matrices before you can think about addition of matrices. Okay, now if we are given two or more matrices to add together, the addition is a very simple thing to do. It's not something difficult at all. Now let's look at this matrix A. For instance, matrix A is the 2 by 2 matrix, okay, having the entries A11, A12, A21, and A22. And matrix B is the matrix of containing the element B11, B12, B21, and B22. Okay, so if I need to add any matrix or two or more matrices together, one important thing is that the matrices must have the same order. They must have the same order. Order is very, very important. If the matrices do not have the same order, then it will not be possible to add them together, because addition of matrices is simply adding the elements according to their positions. Okay, you add the elements according to their position or location in each matrix. And so if I'm to find a matrix A plus B, okay, so this A comes first, so I have A11, A12, A21, A22 being added to the second matrix B, B11, B12, B21, and B22. Now, if you have not forgotten, A11 simply means elements on the first row, first column. A12 is elements on the first row, second column, in that order. B22 means elements on the second row, second column. So, whenever you have to add any two matrices or three matrices together, you add them according to the location of each element. So, what that means is A11 is added to B11, A12 is added to B12, A21 is added to B21, and A22 is added to B22. And so that means in this case here we have A11 plus B11, A12 plus B12, A21 plus B21, and A22 plus B22. So these are matrices are added together. Now, if in this case here, if A is not having the same dimension or order as B, it will be impossible to add the two of them together. For instance, if I clean this now and make this one to be B13, B23, okay, and that means I'll be adding A11 to B11, A12 to B12. Then there will not be an element in A to add to B13. So which means they are not conformable for addition. So for any two matrices to be conformable for addition, they must have the same dimension. Okay, no rule says they must be square matrices. No, they just must have the same order. If A is a 2 by 3 matrix, B also must be a 2 by 3 matrix. If A is a 2 by 2 matrix, B also must be a 2 by 2 matrix. So before you can add any two matrices together, the dimensions must be the same. Okay, so if that is clear, now let's take some examples on this. So I'm going to return this to its former form. Now, if I have a matrix, for instance, example, I have given that matrix A is the matrix A is the matrix 3, 4, 8, minus 3, and matrix B is the matrix 0, minus 7, 10, that's minus 10, minus 3 as well. So we want to find A. Okay, let's take the first one, A, matrix A plus B, and B, matrix B plus A. Okay, so we want to find those two. Now, to solve for A plus B, the first part, A plus B, follow the order of appearance of the matrices. Matrix A is this, so we write 3, 4, 8, minus 3 plus. Matrix B is this, 0, minus 7, minus 10, minus 3. So if we are going to add this together, don't forget, we add the elements together according to their positions. Okay? So A11 plus B11, A12, B12, A21, B21, A22, B22. So if we do that here now, we are simply adding 3 to 1 to 0, 4 to 7, minus 7, 8 to minus 10, minus 3 to minus 3. So we are saying here 3 plus 0. Okay, that's first row, first column, first row, first column. Then first row, second column. Okay, there's two of them here. We have 4 plus minus 7, and then 8 plus minus 10, and minus 3 plus minus 3 plus minus 3. And of course, if we simplify this, okay, 3 plus 0 is 3. 4 plus minus 7 simply means 4 minus 7, that's minus 3. 8 plus minus 10, plus times minus is minus, so 8 minus 10, that's minus 2. Minus 3 plus minus 3, plus times minus is minus, so minus 3 together will give minus 6. So A plus B is simply 3 minus 3 minus 2 minus 6. Don't forget, the moment you combine two or more matrices together, either by addition, subtraction, or multiplication, you are always getting a new matrix. Alright, like we have here. Okay, now let's get the value for the matrix B. Okay, let's get the matrix B plus A. So the second question now, B plus A. So for B plus A also, the matrix B comes first. Okay, so matrix B here comes first. So we have 0, minus 7, minus 10, minus 3, plus the matrix A now comes second. Matrix A is this. We have 3, 4, 8, minus 3. Okay, so we do the same addition following the rule. Elements belonging to the same position are added together. And so, in this case as well, we are going to add 0 to minus to 3. Okay, then, that is here, we are simply adding 0 to 3, minus 7 to 4, minus 10 to 8, minus 3 to minus 3. And so, when we do that here, from there, we are simply saying 0 plus 3, okay, 0 plus 3, then minus 7 plus 4, minus 7 plus 4, then minus 10 plus 8, minus 10 plus 8, then minus 3 plus minus 3, minus 3 plus minus 3. Okay, so if we do that here now, 0 plus 3 is simply equal to 3, minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3, minus 10 plus 8 is minus 2, then minus 3 plus minus 3, this is minus 3, plus minus is minus, so minus 3 will give minus 6. Okay, so It then means B plus A is the matrix 3 minus 2 minus 6. Now, if you observe closely, this result here and this one we have here, both are the same. 3, 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 2, minus 2 here, minus 6, minus 6. Okay, so it shows that from what we have done here, you can therefore say that matrix A plus B is the same as matrix B plus A. Now, a very good property to describe this is called commutativity. Okay, so here we note that addition of matrices is commutative. Now, by being commutative, we simply mean if the order of arrangement of the matrices, okay, are reversed, the result will still remain the same. For instance, if I say 2 plus 3, if I reverse this now, write as 3 plus 2, both of them will still give me the same result. So, addition is generally commutative. So, commutativity is one of the properties of this matrix. Okay, and so you are getting to see one of the properties with gradually. Okay, so addition of matrices is commutative. But is this all that we can do about addition of matrices? No, this is not everything. Whenever we learn anything, we try to look at it from a different perspective. Sometimes you might be given a matrix with another matrix with some unknown values in the other matrix, okay, and you are given the result of the addition of the matrices. Okay, so if you are therefore asked to find the unknown value in the second matrix given, so how do we find it? Okay, so let's take a very good example on that. Okay, so let's call it example. Okay, I've not been numbering, so let me just call this another example. So on this addition of matrices, so if I call this one example 1 for reference sake, okay, so the next example now, I'm going to have this to be example number 2. And what is the question? We have that given that matrix P is the matrix x minus 2, y minus plus 4, m minus n, x minus m. Okay, let me just leave this as x m minus 7. Let's just call this one xm. Okay, this matrix P equals this, comma, matrix Q is the matrix Q is the matrix 4, minus 3, 5, and 7. And we are given also that the sum of matrix P and Q, okay, is 0, 1, 0, or let's say minus 1 and 0. So these are the matrices given. So the question now is we should find the values of x, y, let me put this one as n, x, y, m, and n. Okay, so let's find the value of x, y, m, and n. Okay, so let's look at the solution to that, the solution to this. So we are given matrix P plus Q already. So let's write out matrix P plus Q. So matrix P is this. That is x minus 2, y plus 4, m minus 7, xn. Now plus matrix Q. Matrix Q is this. That's this one here. That's, we have 4 minus 3, 5, and 7. Okay, now the addition of these two matrices, okay, is given here also to be 0, 1, minus 1, 0. So in place of this, we can write 0, 1, minus 1, 0. And this is, so when you add this together, this will mean x minus 2 plus 4. X minus 2 plus 4 is simply x plus 2. Minus 2 plus 4 is plus 2. M minus 7 plus minus 3 will mean M minus 10. Minus 7 plus minus 3 is minus 10. Y plus 4 plus 5 will mean Y plus 9. Plus 4 plus 5 is plus 9. Then this one is xn plus 7. We write this as xn plus 7 because xn is a term, it's just an expression, okay? An expression. Alright, so in this case here, what then do we need to do? This is just simply saying 0 and x plus 1 are the same, 1 and m minus 10 are the same, minus 1 and y plus 9 are the same, 0 here and x plus xn plus 7 are also the same. So we can use that, okay, relationship now to find the values of x, y, m, and n. So let's look at that here. Okay, and you can pause the video as well and solve this question for x, y, m, and n. Okay, so if you pause the video, solve the question, and then whatever you have, okay, wait patiently to see if your result will tally with what I'm going to do here. So the first one is saying 0 equals x plus 2. 0 equals x plus 2. This simply implies that x is equal to minus 2. Remember from here, okay, the plus 2 will come back here to become 0 minus 2. Okay, so giving us x equals minus 2 there. Okay, then that's for x. So let's look for the second part here. 1 is equal to m minus 10. 1 equals m minus 10. And this also implies that m is equal to, bring the minus 10 here back to this one here, or you add 10 to both sides. So that makes m to be equal to 1 plus 10. So this is simply 11. Okay, so we have m to be 11. Also, minus 1 is the same as y plus 9. So minus 1 equals y plus 9. Okay, so if we simplify this or solve this equation for y, bring the plus 9 back to this place, or you subtract 9 from both sides. So y will be equal to minus 1 minus 9 giving minus 10. Okay, and then the last one here says 0 is equal to xn plus 7. 0 equals xn plus 7. So which means here 0 equals xn plus 7. Don't forget, already we have x to be negative 2 up here. Alright, so we can say 0 equals minus 2n plus 7. So if we need to solve this equation, this will imply that we'll bring the minus 7 back to this side, or subtract 7 from both sides. Sorry, plus 7 back to this side here, or you subtract 7 from both sides. So this will mean minus 2n equals minus 7. And to get n here, we divide both sides by minus 2. So minus cancel minus, n equals 7 over 2. So we can therefore conclude that x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to minus 10, m is equal to 11, and n is 7 over 2. Okay, the 7 over 2 can be written as 3.5. That's the decimal. Okay, so this is just one of the ways, okay, where addition of matrices can still be very much applicable. Now, there can be other questions on addition of matrices similar to this. Some might lead you to simultaneous equation where you have to solve for some set of values. Okay, so it's important for you to know that any given matrix, okay, any given matrix or two given matrices can be added together the moment they have the same order. If the orders are not the same, then they cannot be added together. Now let's take this other example as well. Okay, example number 3. So let's say X is the matrix. X is the matrix 4 minus 3, 4 minus 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, and 0. And Y is the matrix. Y is the matrix X, okay, X minus Y, X minus Y, 3. Then we also have X plus Y, 4. And then we have the M, and then this one M plus N. Why this one is M minus N. Okay, we have X, we have Y, and also let's assume that we have the sum of the matrices X and Y. Okay, so let's say that the sum of X and Y is simply, let's say the sum of X and Y is, okay, let's just put any of the numbers. 1, here we have 4 minus 5, 3, 2, and 0. Okay, so we have this, and then we have to find the values of the small x, y, m, and n. Okay, so don't be confused. Here is capital X for the matrix, capital Y for the matrix. This small letter y and x there, they are values. Okay, so now let's see how we solve this problem. Now don't forget, I've said there's no rule that says the matrices must be square matrices. No. Okay, the most important thing is the dimensions are the same. This matrix X here now has 3 rows and 2 columns. So the order of this matrix X is 3 by 2. The same is applicable to matrix Y. 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, 3 columns, 2 columns, 1 and 2. So that's also 3 by 2. I've told you before, when you're writing the order of any given matrix, you write the number of rows first before the column. So now let's look at the solution to this. Okay, so we are given matrix X plus Y. So let's add X and Y. So if we are adding X and Y there, we simply have 4 minus 4, 6, minus 3, 5, 0, plus Y, X minus Y, 3, okay, X plus Y, 4, and M plus N, M minus N. Okay, so I need to make a simple adjustment to something here. Okay, so this should be 0. Okay, that's 0. This should be 9. Alright, so those are just the simple changes there. Now, X plus Y is equal to this. Now, you should ask question, why do I have to change those two values? You can see from here, minus 3 plus 3 should be 0. 5 plus 4 must give 9. Okay, as long as you don't know what X, Y, M, N is, these ones can stay the way they are. So, X plus Y here now is this. So, let's replace X plus Y with this matrix here. So, we have 1, 0, minus 5920, and this is equal to 4 minus 46 minus 350 plus, okay, better still, we don't have, okay, there's no problem, let's just continue. So x minus y 3, x plus y 4, m plus n, m minus n. So if this is what we have, don't forget the addition. 4 plus x minus y minus 3 plus 3 minus 4 plus x plus y, 5 plus 4, 6 plus m plus n, 0 plus m minus n. Okay, so when we have that, you can as well pause the video and solve the problem from this stage here, okay, to get the value of x, y, m, and n. You can pause the video to look at those values, solve the equation yourself first, okay. I've told you that's a way of learning. You pause the video, try to solve the problem yourself first, and then you can continue watching the video to see if your answer corresponds with what is done in the video. So in this case here now, we have, write out the matrix here, 1, 0, minus 5, 9, 2, 0. So this is equal to, so for this now we have 4 plus x minus y. 4 plus x minus y, okay. Then minus 3 plus 3 is 0. Minus 3 plus 3, okay. Then the next one, minus 4 plus x plus y. Minus 4 plus x plus y. Then 5 plus 4, 5 plus 4, okay. Then 6 plus m plus n. 6 plus m plus n. Then 0 plus m minus n. 0 plus m minus n. Okay, so we can simplify this further now as 1, 0 minus 5, 9, 2, 0 equals, okay, so if you simplify this is 4 plus x minus y, minus 3 plus 3 is 0, then minus 4 plus x plus y, then 5 plus 4 is 9, then this is 6 plus m plus n, 0 plus m minus n is simply m minus n. And so what's this saying now? Okay, this is saying that 1 is equal to 4 plus x minus y, 0 is 0, okay, you can see that. Minus 5 is equal to minus 4 plus x plus y, 9 is equal to 9, then 2 is equal to 6 plus m plus n, 0 is equal to m minus n. So if we take the first part of it, 1 equals 4 plus x plus y, we can simplify this to give us minus 3 equals x plus y. You can call this equation number 1 in x and y. Then minus 5 is equal to this. Minus 5 is equal to minus 4 plus x. Oh, excuse me, the first one here is minus. This is minus. Sorry for that, minus. So minus 4 plus x plus y plus y. Okay, so if we bring the minus 4 back here, this will simplify to minus 1 equals x plus y. So this is the second equation in x and y. You can pause this video and solve this simultaneous equation by yourself first. Now looking at equation 1 and equation 2, the coefficient of x is balanced, that of y also is balanced. But it's easier to add these equations together, okay, to get x first. Because minus y plus y will give 0. So that will eliminate y from the equation. So let's just simply say add equation 1 and equation 2. So when you add equation 1 and equation 2 together here, minus 3 plus minus 1 will give minus 4. X plus x will give 2x. minus y plus y is 0. So minus 4 is equal to 2x. And that means we divide both sides by 2. Okay, 2 here is 1, 2 here is 2. So giving us x equals minus 2. So if x is minus 2, we can find the value of y using any of the equation 1 or 2. So we substitute minus 2 for x in, let's say, okay, new equation 1. And equation 1 says minus 3 is equal to x minus y. So now x is minus 2. Put minus 2 for x, so minus 3 will be equal to minus 2 minus y. To solve this finally, we can bring this minus 2 back here. So we have minus 3 plus 2 equals minus y. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 equals minus y. So if minus cancel from both sides, we have y equals 1. So we have x equals minus 2, y equals 1. But don't forget, we are yet to find the value of m and n. So let's look for the values of m and n. Values of m and n. Okay, so from the equation, from the matrix here, 2 is equal to 6 plus m plus n. 2 equals 6 plus m plus n. So when we simplify this, bring this is back here, we have 2 minus 6 equals m plus n, and this is minus 4. 2 minus 6 is minus 4 equals m plus n. So we can call this one equation number 3 because already we have equation 1, equation 2. Okay, so now once that is okay, we can also go on to say 0 is equal to m minus n. 0 equals m minus n. Also, I say also here to make it different from this. I say also 0 equals m minus n. So if we solve this here, m minus n is just the same thing as saying m is equal to n. If m minus n is equal to 0, then m is equal to n. Alright, so we can simply make use of elimination method here. Now that we know m to be equal to n, or n is equal to m, so we can replace m with n in the third equation. Okay, we can replace m with n in the third equation. That's equation 3 here. So we can say substitute n for m in equation 3. So equation 3 says minus 4 equals m plus n. So m now is n. So minus 4 equals n plus n. Minus 4 will be equal to 2n. And then we divide both sides by 2 to give us n. So minus 4 over 2 equals 2n over 2. 2 cancel 2 from here. 2 here is 1. Here is 2. So n equals minus 2. So now, since m is equal to n and n is 2, we can therefore have that m is equal to minus 2. Okay, so don't always forget, I've told you, when you solve equations like this, always solve problems like this, always conclude your answer. So conclude by saying therefore x is equal to minus 2. Okay, minus 2. Y is equal to 1. M is equal to minus 2. N is equal to minus 2. So if we check this now, x is minus 2. Y is 1. 4 plus minus 2, that's 2. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1. Then here, minus 4 plus minus 2, that's minus 6. Minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. M and n are the same, and they are both equal to minus 2. So 6 plus minus 2 plus minus 2 will give us 4. Then m minus n, both of them are the same, so that's a 0. Okay, so you can have as many questions as possible on addition of matrices like this. Okay, it's not something difficult to do. Okay, so now if this is your first time of coming in contact with this YouTube channel, I am Moses Oluwasegun Alex, and this is Program Mathematics, a YouTube channel designed for the purpose of teaching and learning mathematics. Okay, so please do me a great favor by subscribing to this YouTube channel. At the same time, liking the videos, giving me thumbs up on every video you watch on this YouTube channel. At the same time, sharing the video with your friends and relatives and even everyone around you. By that, you help me to reach out to a larger audience and at the same time make a very good uh, income from this. Okay, so please, if this is your first time, your comment also is very, very important. Use the comment section to reach out to me. Look at the video description also. You see my contacts there. Should you have any question, feel free to recommend to report your questions to me. Send your questions to me. By God's grace, I will answer them. Okay, so, and if you have any aspect of this channel that you want me to introduce, also put in the comment section. I will attend to them, and by God's grace, everything will work out fine for us. All right, so I'm very, very grateful for this time with you. Thank you, and see you in subsequent videos.